All right, what is up, everybody? It is good to see all of you in chat today. Oh, you've been ripped off. I noticed the Silly Goose didn't go off. I just looked at my OBS, and it looks like OBS and Streamlabs are not going to play nice tonight. Don't know what's happening with that. I think it's like a plug-in thing. The CloudBot should be active, but we'll see. All right, let's see. Game Dork, hello. Date rescheduled. Mrs. and I will still be going out later. Okay. Well, good to see you both in chat. I'm sorry about the Silly Goose redemption. You need to take a screenshot of my subs and 4 more subs. If I'm not mistaken, I'm at 662 right now. So what an interesting number that's going to be. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. As you can see here in the in the background, there is a very big ship and a whole bunch of antenna spam. But you know that that happens. This ship is one I called the Titan back in the day. It has already undergone some, a lot of revamp, retrofitting, but there's still a lot to get done. And so we have specifically a lot to do back here. This hasn't been touched yet. I want to make sure I take care of it and see what we can get figured out here. I know that I want to fix this. That bothers me. Oh, great. Oh, we're going to start off with a pirate scout. Lovely. I don't even know that I think this has ammo on it. It's kind of been hanging out up here next to my other unfinished project. Yeah, it does. It did. It used to be a lot more. It was actually black and orange. I don't know why. I can actually pull up the original thing here. You can actually see it a little bit right there, but there is a very interesting picture of it. The Titan. It used to be black and orange like that, and had like armor plating that was on rotors or on hinges. I got tired of dealing with that. For some reason, every time I went into a fight, I would lose most of my rotor plates, or my hinge plates. So I just decided to take them off. All right. So the plan today is to first focus on these sections here in the back with all of the. I mean, there's a lot going on with the armor, but I want to add some stuff. There's been a whole lot that's been added since I have. Since I built this ship. So I need to, where are you? Where is my welding ship? Right there. We're going to hope that pirate drone decides to stay away. Let me go in real quick and check to make sure weapons are on. We may be rebuilding part of the ship. Iterate. Greeble. You're absolutely right. How's everybody's audio sounding? Audio good? Okay, so the weapons look like they are on. They do have ammunition. In fact, I can queue up some more. That's a bunch of artillery turrets on this thing. Oh, maybe not. What am I missing? Did I take all that off? That's embarrassing. Well, good thing I have a massive miner next to me if we need it, but I don't foresee myself needing a lot of ammo. This thing still has ammo on it. So the reason I'm retrofitting this one is because I wanted to get good footage for the video, but also it never really became the carrier I wanted it to be. You hear things? Okay. Are the okay things? What are we thinking here? Because that is kind of scary there, Game Dork. Oh, my FOV! I forgot to change it. My FOV is, yeah, oops. I think I'll do it like 70. Yeah, there we go. Woo! I forgot that I had changed my FOV for the thumbnail. We're going to start off with me blowing up my grinders. That'll be fun. Howdy, Nugs. You are watching survival. I do need to make sure that I turned this off. Okay, because I did have the admin tools on so I could use the camera. But yeah, this is my survival world. This is where I do a lot of my building. I've got it all set up and ready to go. Another thing that I have to change on this ship, and it's gonna be painful for him to watch, is the sheer amount of conveyor junctions I used when I was first building. It's not good. Like, used to, when this ship, before I retrofitted started the retrofit, I couldn't be near it because that's how many conveyors were used, and so I was wondering just how many. And looking back now, I was like, my word. So I need to go ahead, and I don't want to grind the hydrogen tanks down. Nugs, how you doing? All right. Nope. Let's see. I need... Where's that curved conveyor tube? There we go. Now I can't tell. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the redemptions, y'all. I do apologize for that. Streamlabs just isn't playing nice with OBS today. I looked, and it would require a restart of OBS, and I can't do that. I know you're doing some weather sealing. That's good, because we're gonna get buried in snow. Yeah, I'm trying to cut out conveyors where I can. Like, I'm gonna do it down here too. I'm also gonna Oh, yay! It worked. Thank you. Thank goodness. The redeem came back. Yeah, I went ahead and signed in again on Streamlabs to make sure. So I guess that helped. This ship, by the way, the one I'm using, is not faction colored because I haven't painted this one to be in faction yet. But I love this ship. I called it. It's the Hull Muncher. I built it specifically for this carrier to go out and retrieve any of the other ships that were unfortunate enough to get in the way of this one. Oh, they were working. I just don't think you have the element on your starting screen. It's probably right. Oh, it is right. Yep. That's my fault. Okay. I don't need that. Yes, I want to use the new hydrogen thrusters. We just got them, and so it will be a great new addition to the ship to use those new hydrogen thrusters. I'm also trying to remove as much heavy armor as I can, because this thing absolutely will not fly in in any capacity in heavier or in gravity. Yeah, it's a good thing that I know how to... You're trying to get a quote on me. I know what you're doing. I read right into that one, Nugs. All right. Yeah, so as I was talking about earlier, I wanted to redo this ship because it turned into a ship it wasn't supposed to be. it ended up, I spammed everything I could possibly spam in the ship on the inside, and it became a mobile base, which is not the idea I wanted. So it's got a bunch of refineries and all of that. So I'd rather specialize it into what it was originally the idea was, and that was a drone carrying ship. I would rather take this out and have it sit in the, you know, be able to fight. It's going to be able to pack a punch, but I also wanted it to be able to produce its own drones and have them go out and do a lot of the heavy lifting as far as the fight is concerned, and it could sit back and defend itself if need be against the Factorum or whatever. I believe that most lore supports the strategic theory that gravity wells is where carriers go to die. Yeah, that's true. I mean, this thing has not left space since I built it. But I just wanted to, it needed some love, and I've learned a lot since I built this thing. And I would like to see what all I can do and what sort of changes I can make to Woo! Hello. What is firing now? Crap. Oh, nice. That's funny. That must have just been spawned in because I don't have a cert in here. So it's just hanging out. There it went. Well, we'll have to add that to the list of things to take care of. All right. So back to what I was doing. I see another conveyor I want to change out, so we're going to do that real quick. Yeah, I'm not trying to get you to say any quotes, by the way. Oh, that's a difference between you and I is constantly trying to get me to say quotable stuff. And he's really he's quite good at it too. Just fascinated with it. It's a very handy handy tool. I did when this was being built. I did slam down conveyor junctions everywhere. That's why I'm having to go back and correct this now. That would be Nugs, Game Dork. He is quite fascinated with it. But I wanted to do this on stream today as well because somebody had asked if this was on the workshop. So I plan on, and as soon as I feel that it is ready, it's going to go on the workshop. So it needs to be functional and something that I am proud of actually putting on the workshop. Any void. Nugs, what are you doing? Okay. I missed one. Yep, as you can see, there's more conveyors. There's conveyors all through there too. I built this, I can't remember how long ago I built this, but it has been quite a while since I first made this thing. So I wasn't aware of what conveyors would do, and like how much lag they actually caused, and how intense they are. So it's one of those things where I have since learned that this is something that needs to be taken care of. Yeah, your weather sealing. I mean, all jokes aside, it's really good that you're doing that because they're calling for like a bajillion inches of snow. That's just my measurement. That's not a... not an accurate weather report. I think it's they're looking at like 10 to 12, so about a foot of snow. Which for around here means that there's not going to be a gallon of milk or a loaf of bread left anywhere. I was really excited to see all of the new teasers for the economy update that have been sort of released, and I'm interested to see about that. What was it? The grid storage? Was that something that? Yeah, I think that was in a newsletter. I can't stand you, Nugs. Oh my goodness. No fear, have no fear, Kaz is here. Welcome, Kaz, to the stream. We are in the process of retrofitting this ship that I built a very long time ago, as evidenced by the fact that there are way too many conveyor ports everywhere. Oh! Inventory full. Oh, it's the grids. That's going to be a familiar sight, just being full on grids, because this thing's also got too much by way of heavy armor. What's up? Oh, man, life's been pretty good. I had a good weekend. Played in a church band for like a retreat thing, so that was fun. So I got a few days away and was able to. I don't know what I'm doing with. There's a whole welding ship right here, but I was able to sort of take some time, and I got to play guitar all weekend, which was nice. I really enjoyed that. And so I've been good. I can't complain too much. And of course, yesterday having that off and got to spend that with Miss Rev. That was nice. Oh, I didn't want to, because I'm gonna have to go through and. Whew, sorry. I had sausage and vegetables, roasted sausage and vegetables for dinner, and I think it was coming back to bite me there for a moment, because they're a little bit, the sausage had a little spice to it. Everything from North Texas to the Carolinas is at risk of a multi-day power outage. Yeah, I was worried about all of our neighbors way down south, because it looks pretty bleak as far as the forecast is concerned. How's everybody else been? Kaz, how was your weekend? Game Door, Geyer, Nugs? Anybody else that may be watching? Feel free to say hi. Tell me how your weekend was. Glad I'm able to stream tonight. I've missed having the multiple streams a week. Just, you know how life gets sometimes though. I will say the only thing sort of not great that happened during my weekend, personally, is that I, in the process of like moving my guitar in and out of my car and into like I mean, it was like 18 degrees outside. I had a center line crack on my guitar that had to be repaired, or is being repaired. It made me quite sad. Oh wait, yeah. I already pulled the resources out for these. Might as well use the resources. Okay. I need to put some steel plate back into my inventory so at least I can build. It was alright. Yeah. Yeah, it's cold enough that you can't stay out too long. All right. We get everything switched over. Okay, we've got all of the thrusters switched over. Let's now work on. I do want to replace the turrets so that, or move the turrets, pick them up. I'm gonna grind them so that they'll be out of the way, and then I'm gonna put them back down. But I want them to have their own storage boxes because they do not have that. So we're gonna grind these down. Oh, look. Hydrogen tank. That's a bad idea. I also need to raise it a little bit anyway, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to put I'm going to put that back. I'm actually going to raise that turret up. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you don't want it to freeze. That's never any fun. Yeah, we're gonna raise it up a little bit. Because right now I couldn't even shoot over the deck of the ship. I'm originally from Ohio. As long as we don't get the lake effect wet snow, I'll be good. I don't know. We'll have to see. Is there an observer drone? I've yet to run into an observer drone. Or the little one that follows you around. I used artillery back here. Lake effect snow is the worst. That wet heavy snow is just awful. This means that I got to raise this one up too, which is just fine with me because it's already not sitting right on the armor plate. Hey, Werebear, how are you? You doing all right this evening? fill you in, I'm working on my ship from the tutorial. It's an old build of mine, and I thought I'd finish doing a lot of the upgrading and retrofitting with you all, as opposed to me doing all of this offline. Thought it'd just be a fun way for us to hang out and for us to just talk and fellowship with one another and vibe and do everything. We're gonna pretend that was a great sentence and go on. What am I doing? Oh, yeah. My brain. I'm doing good, Werebear. I'm doing great. Both of those things. No, I'm having a good day today. I've had got to go and do some fun things and spend some time with some folks, and it's part of my what I do for my job. Oh, I saw the grinder selected, and now I get to build. I get to Greeble the ship, because I've really gotten like, I really just wanted to Greeble the ship some more. It was bothering me. I'm actually going to raise this one higher because I don't want it shooting that one. So we're gonna have to end up redoing all the armor back here, and I'm actually not going to mess with that armor until I go and do the turrets that are on this side, so that we can match all that. So we'll go ahead and weld this up. Werebear, have you been playing some Space Engineers 2 as well? I saw where you were streaming it. I didn't get a chance to catch it. I am out of something. I don't know what I'm out of. Let me go check. Small steel tubes. Okay. All right, we will go ahead and get a refill on all these things. I'm gonna go through every wrong way to say refill. Hope everybody learned the 2 ways how not to say refill. You know what? We're all better for it. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, we are just completely out of small steel tubes. Oh yeah, it's a really fun game. I really enjoy both. I really hope these things don't come over here, but I've enjoyed playing both. They have great things about them. Space Engineers 1 and 2. Space Engineers 1, there's so much there. There's so much content. There's so much you can do all ready to go. It does. My computer also gets a little toasty. But yeah, Space Engineers 2, especially in like building, has been so good. Like, it is incredibly satisfying with the unified grid system. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. We're gonna have to figure out a cool way to raise the armor up to match that, while also keeping it consistent. Unlike the challenge. Let's go ahead and grind these down, do the same thing, and then we will begin that part of the Greebling process. Funny enough, I'm pretty sure this like multi-tool ship is probably my favorite thing I've ever built. You know, I know the carrier's pretty cool looking, and my cruiser that looks a lot like something out of Warhammer is awesome. But this thing, this multi-tool ship has gotten me through so many builds because of the ability for me to just switch in between the two. Okay, I am going to change out the conveyor port. Okay, let's put the storage boxes. Oh, let's put another tube down. All right, now we can weld. All right, got the storage box there. Got the storage box right here. I think had I built it differently, or had I been, actually I don't know how long it's been since they implemented that, but I think I would have placed the weapons or the turrets a little bit differently now because of where with the explosive ammo stuff. One of the things we need to do before we put the armor down is rename the storage box. I forgot to put build vision on here. Go me. We're going to call this right side upper artillery. Right side top artillery, you know. Very efficient name. Can I get a honk, yeah? You can get a honk, yeah, EC. How you doing? Storage. Ammo storage. And all its glory, all them words. Realize now that yeah, I'll just put like a indicator. This is the back one. We'll do front. There we go. I forgot how weird the contacts are for that. You're just in Paducah. You're not far from my stomping grounds. Saw some geese, but no silly goose. Yeah, you weren't far from me at all. I get my news from Paducah sometimes. I know my weather comes from Paducah. Were you there for work stuff? Met up with Marcus in Nashville. Oh, Nashville. That's cool. I remember somebody saying y'all were gonna hang out and meet up. Can't remember who it was though. Maybe an Ire. That was the last stream of mine, I think, or it may have been Ire's stream. That's awesome. But yeah, quick work trip, nice. Well, I'll fill you in on what's going on. I am now in the process of retrofitting all of the turrets that were up here to give them their own storage box, so that they can, so that if I take a rail shot to the main cargo, I'm not going to explode from like the middle of my ship. Instead what'll happen, because this was poorly planned out when I built it the first time, is that it'll explode on top of my hydrogen tanks. It'll be wonderful. A wonderful experience for everybody involved. So now we have to figure out how to make this look decent. And connect it all together. All right. These all need to go. It gives me a chance to work around all that. I'll go ahead and take care of this. Because I'm gonna have to put at least, I want to put blocks around the storage container, and we can put blocks around the conveyor as well, but I don't know how I want to situate that just yet. Okay, so we have one that's going to be too tall, like two as in TWO tall, and that way it gets a little bit more clearance, and it's not shooting the back of this one as much. Probably still will. So if we go ahead and, I think it might be a good idea just to heavy armor this. I do want it to sit flat and not hang off the edge like it was. So this is part of the way I build. This is why I like building in survival, is that I can see the wireframe and kind of go as I figure stuff out. This upper turret actually, this upper thruster actually, I think is gonna go. As well as this one on the other side. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and remove that thruster. Hmm. Okay. Oh, something loaded in. I guess that was Factorum loading back in. Yeah, we're gonna have to do it at the same time, but let's go ahead and match these up. Looks like I'll be changing out some of the ramps on that side. Go do the same over here. That's why I will say I miss the mirror building for the Space Engineers 2. It would be great, but I don't build and create it very often on Space Engineers 1, so it's just not something I use because I build everything in survival. But I also get like that dopamine hit of the armor getting welded up and everything coming into place. So if if we curve it like this, I did get a haircut. Thank you for noticing. I got a haircut a week ago. Ow! Watch out. There's a lot of red building up near me. I don't know why. Assert is not supposed to be in this. That mod is not on here anymore. I feel like I feel lied to. I think my game decided to keep it in there. I thought you looked a bit less under bridge, under bridge-ish. Yeah, so my dad makes fun of me when my hair starts getting too long and my beard starts getting too long. He'll either call me a caveman or he'll call me oh, what's his name? What am I out of now? Am I out of steel plate? No. Is it the turret? It's the turret. Okay. That makes sense. Grizzly Adams. That's who he calls me. That's what he calls me. Which is fair. When my hair starts getting long and my beard gets long too, they become a little unruly. Like they like to grow out, and as opposed to down. So my hair gets really like, it just goes, ooh. Oh, I lost a welder. It's always fun. By choice. Nice. Everybody, this is a common occurrence. This one also hasn't been updated with all the new welding stuff, so I'll have to change it at some point. But one ship rebuild at a time. My welder! I feel like it's just that weird contact box for the turret is what got it. I will say I highly doubt we'll get to the interior tonight, just because I'm very, very particular when it comes to the design, finishing stuff up on the exterior. What did I miss? Phone cut off and I was busy tucking. I blew a welder up. I ran into the hitbox of the turret. Interesting turret platform going on right now. And I can't blame the beautiful sunsets this time. That's right. The sun doesn't set unless it goes behind the Earthlight. I don't think I'm going to use this. So we'll just... a little bit of extra armor there. We've got to figure out what we want to do. I kind of like the idea of it being braced. Again, keeping in mind what I have and like what I've decided the ship's role is. I don't know that I don't want to heavy armor everything, because ideally it's going to be in the back of a fight and all its drones will be out sort of taking care of a lot of the aggro. I don't know why I just did that. So we have, yeah, I want it to look like I got a strut going down. I think that's where I'm at with that. We'll do that. Go ahead and heavy armor that part though, to keep in line with that. I think we'll repeat there. We're gonna have to figure out a new way to get in and out, but that needed to be updated anyways. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and repeat that pattern here. Taking damage. Oh boy. You know what that means is that they're gonna end up, those drones are gonna end up making their way over here for no reason. I'm gonna change this to use the end. Okay. Where is my ship? I also need to eat. There you are. So someone, anybody really, tell me of all the sort of things they've released for the 209 update for Space Engineers. They've released some stuff, and Merrick has put some stuff in newsletters and whatnot. What are you most excited for? If you've seen some of the update stuff. Oh yeah, I got in to not sit here and get a sunburn. We are going. No. I'm gonna go ahead and remove the door. Which is fine. Remove this door too. Ooh. Maybe. I also put the wrong thing on there. Go ahead and weld these up real quick. Apparently I ran out of steel plate, which makes sense because I just removed a lot of stuff. I am iffy on that like little strut attachment there. I like it. I think it's different, and it breaks up that the repeated pattern there with the down, with it going down like that. This. I need this back. I guess I ran out. You know, I haven't seen Chad. I wonder what Chad's up to today. Maybe. Or do we do this? Do like that. So going by like what I did in my tutorial, I'm trying to do my best to make everything look like it's been intentionally placed, like how you would actually, like I don't know a lot about engineering, literally like actual engineering, but you know, I wanted it to look like it's got supports and it got struts on it and stuff like that, which is where kind of my thinking with the Greebling comes into play. It helps me to think that way. That may change, right? Like that right there may change, but it's a good placeholder for now. And so I like the idea that it's being held up sort of as a platform and supported in that way. I need to take a look at it from this angle. Okay. Right, we need to remove this turret, this thruster. Apparently today is just the day where I call thrusters turrets and vice versa. Rev brain no worky good today. Rev's brain no worky good at all today. There is something that I could. It was already trending this way, it looks like. That music's kind of catchy. Yeah, watching Rev play Space Engineers, he wouldn't quit singing. It's kind of bad. That almost ended terribly. Y'all feel free to make suggestions too. Rev's gone into thinking mode, which means he's not talking as much, and I hate that I'm not talking as much. I'm sure it's not nearly as entertaining. See, I'm having an issue now where I like that. There's an observer drone. Yeah, it's the little one that follows you around. I just don't know where it is. Oh, oops. That one won't work. Okay. I think instead of the armor blocks, maybe it's better that we use the beam blocks. So my plan for the rest of the week, I'm playing for Thursday is to go and finish the base build for Space Engineers 2. I'm more than happy to continue doing this, of course, if this is something that y'all would like to see. If not, that's okay too. I just thought I'd give it a try, see how everybody enjoys watching Rev's brain fry at the attempt at Greebling while being, you know, on air. No. All right. I want to change that out. Right, there we go. I couldn't remember how I had that set up just now. For a second I was sitting inside the turret thruster. Oh my gosh, Rev, what is happening? Oh, I got a sunburn. Well, while I wait for my sunburn to go down, let me give you a tour of everything I've done so far. I do like, yeah, I like the I-beam blocks there for that. So I went ahead while I was offline. I redid how the turret thruster nacelles were sort of arranged. I wanted to give them a little bit of different depths and kind of cut into it a little bit so that it was a little, you know, kind of change things up on it. So that's what I went ahead and did with that. I put the carbon fiber paint, I need to do that one right there. And right there, I didn't change that up. So I was in the middle of that one. I ended up putting a kind of like armor plating in a way, but it to me, it wanted it to look like it was armor, like ribbed armor plating alongside of the blast door blocks. Just something to give it a unique look. I have to change out all the thrusters still. Yeah, I said it right this time. The thrusters. I wanted to make sure that should I ever want to take this into like planet gravity, I wanted to have support Atmos so that it's not running off of just all hydrogen thrusters. So the support Atmos are right there, and they are being held onto the ship by this sort of supporting structure here. Really have enjoyed using the Troffer lights. Troffer lights, is that how you pronounce it? They make for really cool like accenting and stuff. Also, I have managed to half the Troffer light by putting that block on there, so I like that the thinner one line, one row. This is kind of, if you watch the tutorial, this is the main area that I was fixing up. A lot of piping, a lot of stuff going on. Again, I'm not trying to super heavily armor everything, because this is not intended to be out in the middle of the fight itself, but rather sending in stuff to fight for it. And that means, you know, that there's not nearly as much armor on it. It's going to get a name change too, because I heavy assault, it's not an assault ship, it's a drone carrier. I went ahead and put some decoys down. Probably won't you know, decoys probably won't do much because of everything else on the ship, but nice thought anyways. It looks like a pretty cool little addition. This is awesome. I liked having the I-beams here and then putting the heavy armor paneling there, as well as using the windows and the catwalks as sort of the see-through grating, and to make it look like there's, you know, intentionally something put there to keep it from immediately getting one shot. Of course, everything that was on that side, I tried to match it to this side. This side is actually almost more complete than the other, as far as the engine nacelle goes. But yeah, so this is the ship so far. This is where all the drones will land, as far as additional landing as well for ships and whatnot. Some of my smaller ships. I will show you. I've done one room on the inside. I did that for the video, but just a way for me to put different beacons. I thought about having a beacon for each drone. Just a way for me to sort of role play that using the event controller. There's that, the vent there. I don't know what it is about that vent, but I like it so much that I use it on everything. And I like the way this room has turned around, or it's coming along. Those are the thrusters, the ion thrusters, that I have grinded down. I also have build and repair on this world, so it is off so that it doesn't weld those up. And I'm probably just going to delete the build and repair block as soon as I remember where it is. Yeah, I like that this has a sort of supported strut, so we'll go with that. I think what we will do here is try to semi match it. It won't match all the way, of course. I'm wondering, because there is that that cross block, right? Yeah. Ooh, or we could do that. That's different. All right, have fun with the tutorial video there, Werebear, and thanks for hanging out and lurking. You lurk to your heart's content. Okay. Wonder if now if we do this. Oh no, I don't like that. Yeah, this is the problem I run into. I think maybe just the, yeah, this one be best there. We'll connect it there for now and see how we feel about it. All right, moving on. Let's weld. Yeah. It's an interesting look to it. All right, so let's we will leave that there for now. I think that's the idea I want to go with, and we will repeat the pattern on the other side real quick. And I will try to be as efficient as possible with it. Okay, so we're going to do light armor blocks around the top turret right there. Let's do that. I realize now that I didn't name the other two storage boxes on the other side, so I get to do the fun thing of going through and finding which one it is. Yay. You're okay, I understand, man. I appreciate you hanging out with me as long as you can, and I understand. I understand completely. I hope I'm not boring everybody to death. I was thinking maybe this would be an interesting thing for us to do, instead of me doing all this alone and by myself. Much rather hang out with you all and Greeble and experiment and build and do all that together. So I'm hoping that y'all are all right and having a good time. It's been a rather quiet stream tonight. It may be me. I think I've been sort of a little bit less low energy tonight as well. I personally wanted to see SE2, but it's about you. Yeah. It's about you and what you want. I was really feeling Greebling this ship and working on it, because I want to put this on the workshop. Somebody had asked, so I'd like to put it on the workshop and rather hang out with everybody and work on it. Still need to change out the thrusters on this side. Yeah, no, SE2 will be Thursday. I do not plan on changing that up at all. Oh yeah, I saw the server announcement. It looks really fun. Yep. This makes sense for Rev. This makes a lot of sense for Rev. A lot of hydrogen tanks there. Yeah, you see how many conveyors I used. No wonder why this thing decided to fall apart, or make my CPU fall apart. I want to make sure I didn't just cut off half of the hydrogen. Yeah, I didn't think so. As many things as I've got, I can't believe I would lose redundancy or lose hydrogen or connection. Thing ought to have great connection. We'll put that there. I don't want to remove something important, so I'm gonna put heavy armor there. So strategically place heavy armor. It's just not gonna be spammed. You gonna be playing at all? I want to, and the thing I worry about though is just having the ability to commit to that. If I do, I think I would like to. I'll put it that way. But I like the custom more planets and whatnot. I was reading it in the chat or in the Discord. Yeah, I hate that I can't just up and say yes. I don't know. The way life has been here recently, specifically with everything that's just been happening, I don't want to say yes and then not be there. But I would like to continue to see the chat, the Discord. I like to see everything. I read and see what everything's going on. To me, it's like a journal of seeing what all has happened. Oh, there goes the unidentified signal. That was brutal. That Factorum encounter loaded in. It's like a nuclear bomb on my CPU. I almost broke another welder. I'm gonna have to make another redemption from my welder. I look forward to the day where I have the ability to build this ship, but an SE2. I look forward to having welding ships. Me, I will go till my usual time, more than likely. So 9 o'clock. Trying to expedite the Greebling process a little bit, so that we can move on to other parts. But I wanted to the turrets, first of all, how I had them, I did not like the fact that parts of it were hanging off, and I don't know if that's just me, but I'm very, like, this drives me insane. This right here, above anything else. So I wanted to make it look like they had a purpose. Creed might be live when I end. Awesome. If he is, Ire, will you quote unquote raid him? Oh, the cats are fighting. That's never good. And it's okay. I'm just fine, y'all. Y'all don't have to feel like you don't have to talk. You don't have to. I'm just fine sitting here rambling about whatever's going on. All I need is for somebody every now and then to check in and tell me to close my mouth. Yeah, meow. Because inevitably, given enough focus and time, I will forget to close my mouth, and it will be embarrassing for me. Are these? Is this one connected? No, it's not. All right, yeah, we're not gonna put those thrusters on there, so we'll just boop. We'll heavy armor that. I'm hoping the brunt of the damage, if this ship does get attacked, is up front. I'm really trying to play with the lighting a lot more. That's something I haven't done on the exterior of ships quite a bit. As you can see, I have way too many spinning lights on this one as it is. In fact, we're gonna do this. Not very safe, but I was getting tired of the light. Okay. So we have the platforms welded up. Now we want to make sure that we have the support struts going. I do like these blocks quite a bit. There we go. Match those up so that it looks right on the other side. And again, I do not mind backseat gaming. If you got suggestions, things that you think might look cool, I am all about taking suggestions. I kind of like that the last thing I see on my OBS is meow from Ire. What a fun redemption that would be. No, that could be your redemption if you wanted a redemption. Just be meow. and then I can draw a cat or something, or put your profile picture from your YouTube. Oh, that didn't get welded. No, I have a student that meows. Please don't. Yeah, the last thing I see is meow. You wrote meow, Ira. Do you not see that? Am I losing my mind right now? What an interesting shape. I do like that. Oh, no! Block welders, what a luxury. Hey, welcome in, Dig Rock. How you doing? We're doing some SE1 today. Changing it up a little bit. I've been working on this ship. I want to get it put on the... Oh, actually, hold up. Give me 1 second, because I like the way that was shaped a lot more. Yeah, okay. We'll do this instead. I bet you've never had a 40-year-old grown man meow at you. That is the first time that's ever happened to me, honestly. Will it be the last? I have no idea. That's for the future. Future Rev can worry about that problem. Today's Rev is going to work on this behemoth of a ship. Yeah, I was saying earlier, Dig Rock, that I can't wait for the day where I can do this, but in SE2. Do this right here is going to be so much fun in SE2. That is wonderful, glorious even. Honestly, can't recall, but I've seen a lot. Been through some stuff. Yeah. Whoa, let there be light, he said. Okay, yeah, I like that. I am slowly but surely. I don't know how I feel about that now. I don't like that. We'll do that for now. Whew, heavy. Let's light armor that. I'll see about at the very least matching that. No, Rev, what buttons are you hitting right now? Are we just hitting every button we can? What's happening? I will read your message momentarily, Dig Rock. What if we just do a regular junction beam block here? Well, that's neat. Didn't think about this, didn't think of this until now, but if we have a device in our backpacks that can build, I wonder if block welders will have the same device in them to do their own form of backpack building. That would be cool. I imagine it's gonna have to be somewhat different with that mechanic in mind, Dig Rock. I can see them implementing that in a way as well for the block welders. I look forward to aerial welding in general. I also need to start working on my racer that I want to make. But I got, you know, I don't know if y'all have it happen to you all, but like I get into this, when I get into something like this, when I started working on this, I knew all of a sudden I was going to be working on or wanting to fix and finish all of this. So I've just been thinking about it nonstop. I almost said pod racer. Yeah, I mean, that's what I was reminding me of. I could do a pod racer, but shaped like a goose. I'll figure it out before too long. It is going to be called the Goose. I think we decided that last stream. Now that I think about it, I kind of wish I had named all of my ships in this world, the save, after geese. In some sort of way. I just about took something out. Almost broke my welder again. But what I need to do is just superimpose a how many times did Rev break his welder counter? Because when I'm doing stuff like this, it's inevitable. All right, let's work on the back here. Do we want to... I don't want to heavy armor that. Do we want to connect it like that or go one in? Do it that way. Oh, I'm missing a piece there. We haven't done the I haven't worked on the rear thrusters yet. The thruster packs for back here. I am at liberty now to change all of this if I needed to. Or we continue with the, because I'd ramp the armor this way. I definitely could. What Rev is trying to figure out is where he's going to put the trophy lights, because I really like those lights now. If I do that there and I do that here. Oh, I changed that here. That's right. Yikes. Inventory's full, everybody. Just want you to know. That's why it's full. All of them metal grids. This was the ship that I had decided I was going to retrofit for as well as part for your next community event where you're showing off builds. We'll take a moment and get me some water as I let my sunburn exposure go down. And while I do that, I think it was just gonna be a rad stream team thing now. Now that I've had my water break, as I get my water, want to encourage you, if you haven't hit that like button, please hit that like button. If you're enjoying the stream or just enjoying listening to silly old goose ramble on about everything, anything and everything. Or if you want to watch that more often, specifically every Tuesday and Thursday, granted life lets me, feel free to hit that subscribe button. This stream in particular is something I wanted to do. It is not a normal every week stream. Right now my main focus has been Space Engineers 2, which will probably remain that way for the time being. I really changed this up on myself. Gotta make sure I align that right. I don't want them to be two different things happening right here. Yeah, okay. Don't want my symmetry to not be symmetrical. I also don't have Marcus here to remind me to eat. How am I supposed to know when to eat if Marcus doesn't tell me? What kind of retrofits have we been aiming to put on here? Well, as you can see on this side, I have retrofitted the thrusters to be the new ones. I have been putting chauffeur lights on here, as well as using what are the round edge blocks. Just trying to use as much, or do as much as I can with all the new blocks, and honestly challenge myself to do some more, figure out if there's some interesting ways to use different blocks as well. I wish I could bring out the old ship, but I think it might just destroy my game if I bring it out alongside of itself. I might show you, but I thought this would it just needed some love and some updating with the new blocks that are available, as well as far as combat goes, retrofitting all the turrets to have the cargo in our cargo boxes. So we'll end up having to do that with this side, using more like decorative blocks or blocks with different, for reasons other than their function, stuff like that. I want to bring it in line with the rest of my builds, specifically like here, we'll go over here to this one. So before this was being built, or this was being retrofitted, it didn't fall in line with the rest of the fleet. Specifically, you have like the mining ship that I greebled to oblivion and back, and so I wanted it to kind of match it as well. And then there's the cruiser, which is not here, it's down on the planet, and it also had a lot of greebling and a lot of work done to it. In fact, that's the one I showed on Ire's community event build showcase. And so yeah, it was time for the Titan to get an upgrade, and I was gonna do it offline, but I thought, hey, I'll just hang out with everybody and we'll experience that together. So right now I'm just trying to greeble in a way that makes the turret platforms make sense. But I also needed to raise these turrets because with where they were sitting, they weren't going to be able to shoot over top of the landing pad. So a little bit of just different things going on with that. But I would, Digrock, if you have any suggestions as far as what to do with the greebling, I am certainly open to them. Oh, I got meowed at again.
Inventory full.
Hey everybody, my inventory's full again. Also, where I have my mic placed, it's right in front of my HUD, so I have to like move a little bit in order to look and see what my food bar is at. Inventory full. What was here? See, I'm I'm always confused when I find random conveyor junctions. Like, what was I doing? Oh, look, there's another one. Don't think this one's necessary. That one I think is necessary. I don't, because it's running multiple different directions. So we have all this space now to do something with. Let me go. I may need to go ahead and drop some metal grids into the main storage of the Titan, because I think I'm running pretty heavy on the grid itself, or on the welding/grinding ship, the multi-tool ship. No, there's an industrial hydrogen thruster. It is broken. I feel like I've been rather quiet today in stream, which is okay. I had a fun day and it's been a good day, but I also went to the gym today and it was leg day, and so I'm toast. What is happening? I'm just doing 3 to 4 things at once right now. Anything? What you doing? Anything you can say on a live stream? Didn't know maybe if you're working on a build or something. I might, or once I figure out or feel like this one's ready to go, might need help. I think I would like you to do a commercial for it, or help me do a commercial for it if you'd like. I think it'd be fun, a little project. Behind the scenes stuff. Nice. Oh. There we go. I'll weld that back up. Every so often, and I'm glad it hasn't happened on stream yet. Every so often I'll hit something hard enough that it'll knock an entire arm off the ship, which is, it's funny, but it's also very frustrating. Feel like we should put something here. Excited to dive back into Borderlands tomorrow. Are you playing 4? What? Oh. Oh no. No, I need my personal inventory. I need to go right here. I'm also running out of oxygen. We are gonna have to we're gonna have to take a ride in the mining ship that makes funny mining marks. Oh, Borderlands 1. It's been a while since I've played it. I enjoy Borderlands though. What time are you streaming at your normal time? Depending on when I can get out, I'll try to tune in and hang out. I know that I have to be over at the repair shop for my guitar about the time you start. Yeah, we'll go over here to the mining ship real quick because it's still got a bunch of ice in it. You know what it doesn't have? A grab gen. No. I'll let you type out what you're gonna say. I look over and I'm not even gonna give it an attempt to decipher. Normal time goes until Apollo wakes up. Oh, okay. Oh, that's why I get it now. Nap time sprint. It took me way too long to figure that out. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was clearing inventory so that I could unweld or grind down these. This. Do not like that. Do not like that at all. I know that Thursday, I'm honestly thinking about building an Atmo miner on stream. I'll just have to make sure I build it from the ground. Rev says slyly. Okay. Here's where I am trying to figure out what I want to do here. I'll stand here so at least I'm not cooking. Realistically, what would I want to put here? What would be on a ship right here? This is my thought process. Anybody have a suggestion here? Anything you think that might make sense in this, where this placement is? Because there is this is where the bridge is for now. That might change, but I'm trying to figure out what might be good here. Let's see. I hate that I can't sit there and think and not cook at the same time. Do we run the struts out again? There. I think we might. Nah, no, let's see, that won't be symmetrical. Well, it'll leave like one undone there. See, this is my issue, is now there's this. I could... Okay, Toddler's asleep now, just cleaning up, so we'll just be listening to Rev's smooth, dulcet tones. Well, I appreciate that. I don't know about smooth and dulcet, but you know, I appreciate it nonetheless. Ow. Ooh. My brain is braining. Hang on. That's not a dumb question. Honestly, I do like, I like the guitar more. I don't play bass enough to actually have an opinion. But I don't have the opportunity as much to play the bass. I'll put it that way. So of course, by default, then I like playing the guitar a lot more. I just have more experience with it. There's a lot more involvement. That being said, I know some guys that can make the bass sing, and it's not me. Yeah. There we go. Did I put the trophy light there? I know one thing that I want to learn how to do at some point is play guitar in more of a bluegrass style. Considering where I live and, you know, where I grew up, bluegrass is something that I ought to learn. I think we extend the trophy lights out all the way. Where did I just see the trophy lights? That what? Oh, wasn't I just changing them? I have it on toolbar, and then I have it on toolbar again. How was I changing that just now? What magic has happened? I am very confused. I am confusion. We're gonna hide underneath hide from the sun. It burns. I remember a few years ago, could be more with my memory, that there was a huge movement to do bluegrass covers on like every song. Oh yeah, that's still happening too. I enjoy some bluegrass covers of like different rock bands in particular. Whew. There's my workout catching up with me. Apparently I can't spell. Okay. They're supposed to be in a group, right? Where's the group for the trophy lights? Legends say Rev looked for the trophy light group for 10 years. I feel like in college when Pandora was the first music streaming platform. I haven't heard Pandora in a hot minute. Bluegrass covers made their way into my algorithm. My favorite cover was Iron Horse doing a bluegrass-ish cover of Rocket Man. Oh yeah, I bet that was good. I haven't heard that one. Okay, I didn't dream that, right? Like oh, here it is. It's in the light group. I'm dumb. Just leave me be. I'll figure myself out eventually. When you get a chance, you should really check it out. It's a good song. Okay. You should check it out. It's a really good song. Every word you put in the message I said in some way or another, just not in the right order. It's the Troker Light brain. We get all that. We get that sometimes. Yeah, I had a moment, and unfortunately that moment is on YouTube until forever. Like, my luck is going to be that is the thing that ancient civilization finds, and I get to be the representative for all of humanity. And they're like, yeah, this guy sat there for a hot minute trying to find a specific block. All right, let's match it on the other side. Those scaffold blocks, you can put them over the thrusters. You can't you? And it doesn't affect the blocks. Yeah. There could be a worse representative. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'll look into. I'll try that out with the scaffold blocks here in a minute, Cass. I'm a one-track mind, so I'm very much focused in on matching the two sides together. I know I'm not the only one that operates like that. Oh my. Oh, look, a conveyor. Surprise. You get a conveyor, and you get a conveyor. Apparently I put a bathroom there. Nice. Oh, I did that for the video. You get an inside look at me remembering what all I did for the video. All of those conveyor blocks. It is not good. I if I could go back and hit and just like pop past Rev over the head while he's building this, I would. It's just a terrible decision on his part. But he didn't know any better, right? Like I wasn't as like I was playing Space Engineers quite a bit, but I wasn't like I wasn't doing tutorials, and I wasn't like super trying to learn everything about it. I've learned a lot since I've started making videos, and I learned Ira's the one that told me about the conveyor blocks. That was supposed to be a melt face and not a melon. To be honest, I thought it was a throw up, like the vomit face. I'm also surprised that OBS actually showed the emoji. I don't look at the YouTube studio. I let it do its thing, and I just like to stream, and whoever watches, you know. Yep. Okay. I do need to change out all of these. Oh, it's Monday on a Tuesday. Not surprised it hasn't been worse for us. You sure it isn't still Sunday? That's true. It could still be Sunday. In fact, I'm not real. Neither is Ire. You've imagined every bit of this, Cass. All right, the peak of efficiency is here. I put down blocks, weld them only to delete them again. Efficiency. Just a Rev Halo projection. Yeah, I'm getting that. Oh my gosh. Hang on a second. I am getting that store set up. Eventually I'll be able to link it to my YouTube, but I'll let you all know when I get it all ready to go, and we'll have some Silly Goose merch, and I gotta get me a Volsling Industry shirt. Rev forgot what thrusters he was using. Sometimes his brain just doesn't do things, but that's okay. Absolutely, yeah. I'd love to see that, Cass. The only problem with the multi-tool ship is forgetting which tool you're using. But I didn't send you a referral yet. Yeah, I by setting up, I mean I'm drawing stuff. So I will set up that everything when I get there. I guess I misspoke. I should say I'm getting stuff ready. But yeah, I'll use your referral, Ira, when we get to that point. No. That was my fault. I misspoke. Where'd all my steel plate go? I'm still playing with the emissives on textures and SE2, so that's what I was using to test yours and Iris. Nice. I've been wanting to play around with the suit custom textures for that custom helmet. I was just gonna put my avatar's face on there, and it to be like haunt everybody in their dreams. It'll be like a nightmare thing. I have to imagine it won't look great, or it'll look interesting, but like I said, probably nightmare fuel. Yeah, that's what I was going to use. What I'll tell you right now, what I'm really bad about, and if it's not evidenced by the fact that there's a completely unbuilt Space Engineers or space station right there, is that I have a lot of things that I want to do, and I keep forgetting to do things. Really bad about it. It's kind of sad, honestly. Nightmares are dreams too. Yeah, I've been using Dread's tutorials to learn how to make mechs. You best believe I'm gonna make a mech that looks like a goose. All right, we'll bring the Honkinator 9000. I am going to rename the Titan into something. We can make it goose related as well. Oh, I already did those. Way to go, me. I must have done that. Just on a whim one day. Okay, so there's that flat surface there above those thrusters that I want to do something with as well. Oh yeah, the one on the Reddit. I know what you're talking about, Dig Rock. I saw that one too. Yeah, the Puma mech. It was insane. Sorry, you're gonna lose sound for a second on the game. I was scrolling back up to see the conversation. I do peruse Reddit, the Space Engineers Reddit, every now and then. I like to see what people are building. Oh wow. Yeah, if y'all don't mind hitting that like button, I'd really appreciate it. It makes the algorithm happy. And if the algorithm's happy, the channel's happy. What if we do some sort of, let's see, rounded edges. I was thinking of like making it look like there's a quote unquote gas tank here. Kaz was telling everybody to like. Turns out he was the only one that hadn't liked it yet. Oh, that's funny. Carry on. Carry on. Oh, did you just put the cat video on? Dig Rock, I think I saw it pop up. There really isn't a good block for this, is there? Huh. Oh, hey, Cass. Welcome to the Discord. Let's see about that. We can put some stuff around it too. Oh, you had the wrong tool out, Rev. And that's what happens when you are a silly goose. Rev didn't realize what tool he had out. Now Rev has to find the rounded edge blocks again. Well, this gives me a chance to change things up. Oh, I need more interior plate. Hello. That was, I almost didn't survive that. I about turned around and ran smack into the front of that ship. Well, I'm glad to have you on the Discord, Cass. Hoping that it sort of, as we grow, that it'll become a little bit more lively. We have had a lot of folks join here recently. Oh, there's dinner again. Hey, you will like, Kaz, that it's all goose related in the channels. Or try to keep the theme going with the silly goose stuff. Sign you up. It is. I had a lot of fun trying to think of different channel names and categories and stuff. They use A. He used A. Tis a silly place. Yes, all the silly. Oh, I missed one. How'd I do that? Yeah, I've enjoyed the the Reddit for space engineers. But like, I'm not on it a lot. Do I not have a... I don't. That's supposed to... $99%. Honestly, I think it depends on the day you look at it too. But yeah, I don't find myself scrolling through it very often, but every now and then, like I do, because I like, you see stuff like the Puma mech, which was insane, or there was a tank at one point in time that like unfolded itself. It was like Transformer-esque. That was sick. I forget conduits exist. I want to do something here. Inventory full. Oh, look. Oh gosh. We're gonna change that out now that I think about it. Let me see. Where is that going to? Rip, what were you doing? Is that going out? That's going out. Okay, that's the center. Wonder if I cut this. Oh no, I know it. Oh, okay. I bet you that thing's not connected anymore. I'll have to change that. Now you know why my game tried to implode on itself when I try to spawn this thing in. More conveyors. Everybody gets conveyors. I think I might have to rebuild all of those thrusters again, but that's okay. This is helping my CPU, which is important. Now it'll only partially catch on fire. Okay. It's important. You have to make the noise. You have to go in order to actually make it through there. That's scientific fact. Plus now I can do this. What is happening on my stream right now? Who's on whose deathbed? Why are people dying? I have concerns. Guess what, everybody? We have to do the same thing over again on the other side. I mean, yeah. I didn't realize it was almost 8:30. I don't want to spam trophy lights. I know what would make sense here. Heat. The heat vanes. The heat. I'll remember what they're called eventually. Heat vents. There it is. Oh, that's right. I was going to try the scaffolding blocks too. Over the thrusters. Or the thirsters, whatever you want to say. Fear of missing out is a real killer, don't you know? Well, now I know. I think I do it on all the sides. Oh, look, a conveyor. Oh, lovely. Past Rev really liked his conveyors. I don't want to hear inventory, fool. What are these two? What? I have to know. Oh, there's a line of them. Why? Yeah, you're right. Past Rev was definitely a silly goose. Facing this way. Come here, ship. You're right. What happened? Oh, I forgot to grind that one out. Oops. Hey, in my defense, in my defense, I just made that tutorial. I built this ship a long time ago. So far, only the one. There's only been one explosion. Not enough explosions, Game Dork. Not enough. Do you just want to see me suffer? Is that what I'm gathering? I slightly like conveyors. Slightly. Only slightly, though. As he cries and there was an entire line of conveyor junctions all the way back to that rear thruster. I can assure you that didn't happen on my destroyer or my cruiser. Oh, get rid of my inventory so I don't get the inventory full. Oh. Yep. Oh my gosh. I guess at some point I did do that. Oh, when I was redoing the thrusters, I must have seen it and went ahead and done them. Not the thrusters. I was working on stuff. Yeah, this ship's been sitting for a while. Oh, I just did those. That's right. Wow. I'm worried about my memory now. Like I could go back to the very beginning of the stream and watch me change those out. I'm also out of large cargo, or out of interior plate, I mean. Oh, it's up here. Probably on account of how many conveyors I have. I've used all the interior plate in existence to make these conveyors. Cries as performance tanks. Cries to the sound of my CPU imploding on itself. I clicked the wrong one. I need the heat vent. I got to talking about conveyors and got excited. All right, make sure that I face it the wrong way. What quote just got quoted? It was this way. Yeah. Is it? No, it's that way. Crap. Wants to blow up Rev's shorts. Oh my goodness. I heard you like conveyor junctions, so we put conveyor junctions in your conveyor junctions. It's a conveyor junction family reunion. All the conveyor junctions you could ever want, right in one package of a ship. In fact, this entire ship is made of conveyor junctions. See, its main defense against other enemies is to destroy the game so you can't fight it. Conveyor junction, what's your function? My function is to cause immense lag and move stuff. Oh, that's right. I used all the interior plates to make conveyor junctions. They don't exist anymore. Interior plate doesn't exist in my world anymore. They're all on the ship. Rev beat you to it. You were gonna say the same thing. I was having some Schoolhouse Rock flashbacks all of a sudden. Guess I ought to put one on this side too. Dang it, now I've got that song stuck in my head. Next thing you'll see is a Bill singing about himself on the stairs. Yeah, I'm only a Bill. And I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill. Everybody reminisce with me now. There's a missile frigate. That thing destroyed us in the Flapjack. Like, it bullied me. Schoolhouse Rock was awesome and still a vocal stem of mine. Me too. I was singing the Bill song earlier this week. It was out of nowhere. I found them on YouTube. I saw a YouTube video of old 80s and 90s vocal stems. I swear I was reliving my childhood all over again. Every now and then I find myself scrolling through like YouTube videos of like old commercials and just reliving them. I am not using action colors right now. Let's do that. We do that. What do we do? We do that. Huh. The berries and cream. Does Rev need to paint right now? No. Is he going to? Probably. Something needs to be done with the front of those turret towers. Honestly, it looks like there should be some sort of lights somewhere. My favorite, every commercial from them was unhinged. My favorite was the Rainier beer commercials from the 70s and 80s. You have a thruster on top of some columns in the back. I do. At one point in time, I would do this. This was before the exhaust thing, but I did that. So that it would look like a, yeah. I had them all on the front too. I wanted it to look like a scary warship with flames everywhere and whatnot. I just forgot that it had that. I'll change back to gray for now. I can't say I enjoyed any commercial. I can't stand commercials. Yeah, that's a little funny coming from the guy that makes them. And but at the same time, like I that makes sense to me as well, because I think about it like this. I used to, when I was in college, I worked at McDonald's. I couldn't eat there because I was so tired of making everything. I think yeah. I think we put some columns here. Oh, that's right. I'm out of interior plate. Mad Max meets Reavers. Yeah, that was the idea. That's why my commercials are so over the top and ridiculous. Yeah, that's the difference, because like your commercials are entertaining. Inventory, fool. Oh, I need to delete all these, don't I? Well, I really feel like this stream went by very quiet. I was going to say quickly and fast at the same time. Very, very fast. Instead, it sounded like I was about to say quack. My new stem of the night is inventory, fool. The ground is for people who can't fly. The top tier line, by the way. Let me spit my drink out. Honk. Redeeming Silly Goose. We've been through the playlist. I know that because I've heard that song already. Which means y'all have heard that song already. I need to add more songs. I really like my accountant line, but I feel like I didn't deliver it perfectly. Bye, Dig Rock. Have a good night. Yep, have a good night, Dig Rock. Thanks for hanging out with me as I greeble and do all sorts of decorating. This next stream we'll be back on Space Engineers 2 for more greebling. But in unified grid greebling. That's a fun alliteration. That made my brain happy just now. Unified grid greebling. I almost died to an engine nacelle. Greeble, greeble, greeble. Hello? Uh-oh. That's the alarm system going off. Yeah, it means there's something. Yep, that energy transporter came within 2,500 meters. So the alarm lights went off. I have an idea for a horror movie trailer called The Greebling. Oh my gosh, I would love to see it. I need that to be a reality. Oh, you have a partially written script somewhere? Nice. Help, I have to Greeble, but it's too much. And it has to be in like that campy, like very, very bad acting. Right? Like it can't be good. Like it has to be bad for a reason. Well, I might actually be out of interior plates. Oh, my life support. I can't live without oxygen. I also need to eat. At this point, I could mix it between SE1 and SE2 footage just to show how much worse it gets. Bad acting is my skill set. 100% completely satirical in the most obvious way. And if we got to figure it out too, we can superimpose or like put in the very bad CGI some way. You know? I think it would be an interesting an interesting and hilarious commercial or like horror movie trailer. If you need another bad voice actor, let me know. Well, I could be the be the final girl if you need me to. The final goose. That's a lot of conveyors. That's a lot of conveyors. I can assure you it's like that behind every single one of these big thrusters too. Leave me alone. I'm discovering all my terrible decisions. Oh gosh, they're even behind here. Do you even need them? No. What was I thinking? Oh. What? Oh, goodness. I know this has been painful for a lot of people, but it's been painful for me too. But again, I defend myself by saying I did not know. It's just what I did. Well, Kaz, don't do that. Don't have a heart attack. Honestly, I imagined Ire seeing that and just leaving stream. Just gone. He's just like, oh gosh. He just nopes out. It's like, I can't believe it. I don't mind it on private builds. Yeah, I just, oh gosh, look at that. Yeah, I could never use this on a server. I will go through and do all the conveyors off stream because that's going to be a mess. I've also got to fix that right there. That's the plan. What? Why? You know what? It's fine. We're just not gonna talk about it. Nothing to see here. Yeah, those are getting changed over before it goes in the workshop. For sure. Oh, I need steel plate. Ira is Creed streaming. He's usually got like a 10-minute wait, so he should already be streaming. Oh yeah, this was built before the like all the other things. Because I can't imagine myself just choosing to do the line of conveyors like that. Also, why can't I? Oh, you know what? It'd be good if I actually turned it to the welders. Oh, has he? Okay. What's he doing tonight? I am out of something. Oh, no, I'm not. I do need to back up, though. Now, I know there is a connection. He's still alive, said he's going for another hour. Sweet. We will grind away this last one. We're gonna see an insane amount of conveyors, and we'll all get a good chuckle. Hopefully Kaz doesn't die of a heart attack again. Oh, that was just directly connected to the hydrogen tank. Cool. And then the hydrogen tank's connected to 18,000 conveyors. Yeah, that game looks like a lot of fun. I think it would scare me to death, though. I don't know that I could play it on stream. I would say some things. It would not be very family friendly. Oh, no, it's right there. Here we go. Yep. I feel like this stream flew by. I'm very sad that I am now. Rev After Dark. That would have to be a late stream, an After Dark stream. Well, we did some pretty good work to those sides. It definitely doesn't look the same. Yeah, I like how that turned out. That means for me, y'all don't have to, if y'all want to see this kind of stream again later on, I've still got to do the entire inside of the ship too. So, but yeah, we did some good work on those sides and getting all of those thrusters changed over and some good greebling done. Got to paint it. We'll do that. I'll do that eventually. It definitely looks different. Yeah. I'm glad y'all had a fun stream, a good stream, and I got to hang out with you and talk. Just vibe a little bit. I'm going to ask Ire if you don't mind going ahead and putting a ton of work got done. Yeah. If you don't mind putting Creed's stream in the chat, we'll quote unquote raid him, and we will see. I'll see y'all over there. But thank you all for hanging out with me. Again, if you like the stream, don't mind, or if you don't mind hitting the like button, if you enjoyed the stream, if you want to see more content like this or any Space Engineers 2 content or tutorials, hit that subscribe button. As always, friends, thank you again for everything and for hanging out with me and just making a great night even better. All right, as always, remember that you are loved, and until next time, see you, silly gooses.